Hello, algebra students. Today we're going to be looking at graphing parabolas with Desmos. We could do these by hand, just like we've been doing this week with a table. But as your numbers get larger or more messy, Desmos will be a helpful tool to help us see the important parts of the graph very quickly. Okay, so we're doing the same thing, we're just not plotting it all by hand. So this is your blue sheet for 9-3. And we'll need Desmos. Okay, so question 1 says find a window that shows the vertex, y-intercept, and x-intercepts of the graph of the equation y equals half x minus 20x plus 100. So we're going to take that and put that into Desmos. To get your squared, you can use Shift 6 to get the caret, and then type in your 2, or you can use the keyboard down here, which is just hidden down here. Put your square up there, or you could use the caret. Maybe there's not a caret down here, so either the caret, Shift 6 on your keyboard, or the squared here. Okay, and the question said find a window that shows vertex, y-intercept, and x-intercepts. Okay, so I can already see so I'm going to zoom out. Okay, so granted, this window right here would work. You could write this window down, but I'd say we have a lot of extra space on the y, so I'm going to change that and say, well, we're probably good with like -10 in the y, or x direction. We're good with -10 to 50. And my y, it looks like I need to be down at least at -100 and at least at +100. So let's do 110 and 110. Okay, so as long as your window is big enough to see everything, it's fine. I think the closer you can get to your points, you'll probably see more things as we get going a little further. So this window allows me to see the y-intercept here, the x-intercepts right here, and my vertex. Okay, and my window, let's check that one more time. You can use these direct numbers, but we know that we could go from -5 to 40 would allow me to see everything I need in the x direction. So remember, we write this -5 is less than x is less than 40. And then my y window was -110 to +110. So this is a good review of how to write the window sizes. Okay. Question 2, estimate the coordinates of the vertex and the x-intercepts of the graph y equals half x minus 20x plus 100, which is the same thing as up here, so we already have it graphed. We're just trying to find the coordinates of the vertex and the x-intercepts. So last time we used Desmos, I know there was some discrepancy depending on how zoomed in you got, but if you notice, Desmos will snap to specific points because it knows that the vertex is an important part of a parabola. Okay, so you see that little grayed out dot right there? It's locating the vertex for us. So our vertex is 20, -100. And my x-intercepts, same thing, those little grayed out dots are there. They tell us exactly what we're looking for. 5.860 is one side. and the other one 34.14. So again, find those, zoom in enough that those little gray dots are there, and I think that we should all be getting the same answers then. Okay, so then let's actually use these important points to solve problems when the parabola is representing something real. An insurance company reports that the equation y equals 0.4x squared minus 36x plus 1000 relates the age of a driver x in years to the driver's accident rate y, which is the number of accidents per 50 miles driven, when the range of x is 16 to 74. So this means on our x-axis we're going to be looking at how old the driver is, and we're just specifically looking at 16 to 74 years of age. And then my y-axis is going to tell us how many accidents those ages have had per 50 miles that they've driven. So plot this on Desmos. Get rid of this one. Alright, so I don't see anything, so I'm going to need to zoom. Oh, there it is. To try to find all my critical points. Okay, let's go see what we're asking for. Plot this on Desmos. According to this model, at what age do the drivers have the fewest accidents per mile driven? Okay, so if we look back up here, the driver's accident rate is my y-axis. So we want when y is the least. So looking at your graph, where is my lowest y value? Okay, where am I the lowest in the vertical direction? At your vertex, right? Okay, and this point is 45, 190. So 45 is saying 45 years of age, and 190 is a number of accidents. Okay, so it said, at what age do drivers have the fewest accidents, and how many accidents do they have? And we said that was 45 years old, and 190 accidents. And this isn't obviously one person. This is like an average from this insurance company. Okay, per 50 miles driven again. How many accidents do 17-year-olds have according to this model? Okay, so again, you have to figure out 17 is which data point. Okay, 17 is an age, and we said that our x-axis is our age. So we need to find up here when x is 17. So let's zoom in a little bit. So 17 503.6. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit to see if I can get a better estimate. $503.6. Okay, so that's how we can use Desmos, just like we have in the past, to graph parabolas. Okay.